On Netflix, I watched the Chuck Norris film from 1978, Good Guys Wear Black. Look this up on IMDb and it goes by Black Tigers. That's the name of this special forces outfit. Or maybe they were CIA operatives, something like this, that Chuck Norris is involved with. In like 73, they're going to go rescue POWs as the Vietnam conflict's getting wrapped up by some congressmen and whatever the hell. And it turns out it's a trap. They were set up. Now, Chuck Norris is one of the few guys on his team you could actually believe as a badass. These other guys look like poor man's Ernest Borgnine. Like, you're too old to be doing this. Why are you still in active duty? Why do you have one crybaby? He gets shot and he talks about, oh, is a helicopter coming? Helicopters are like birds. And he goes on and on about that. It's some bad acting, and it's not like Chuck Norris is the best actor ever, but you really need to surround him in worse writing. So I think that the real problem with this movie is that Chuck Norris doesn't even do all this shit. And it's pretty evident. So, in the present of the day here, we're in 77 or 78, we have Chuck Norris now has a collection of Porsches. He's some kind of history teacher. He tracks a 911 that looks pretty badass. And he drives a black one that has the turbo spoiler, but I don't believe it's a turbo because it's from the pre-turbo era. Anyways, this gal flies cross country to go talk to him, Ann Archer. And I'll tell you what, 70s Ann Archer pretty damn fine. You may remember her from Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger, Fatal Attraction. So she's telling him about how these people set up. She's not giving him all the information. They go around trying to track down the rest of the Black Tigers, and in doing so, they end up kind of seeing them all get killed off. So all the guys from Chuck Norris's crew are getting shot, and they're feeling kind of helpless about this. She has to like fly to Washington or something, and he's gonna go to this mental hospital, check in on the next guy. But as she's about to fly away, her airplane blows up in a terrible effect. How? How did the bad guys get a mine on this, or a bomb, or... Yeah, I don't know how they know which flight they were going to be on, or assume Chuck Norris is going to be with her. But then it's this guy, Major Min, one of the guys in Chuck Norris's crew. Turncoat, I guess. So Chuck Norris has to fight him. The guy gets in a car, drives at him, and Chuck Norris, as I believe an Asian stuntman in makeup, jumps through the window of the car, kicks him, and kills him in the process. Big bug flew at me. But it's like, what the hell, Chuck Norris? You're not even doing your own shit here. And that's really like the last real action you see. There's a skirmish in a parking lot that's short-lived because nobody can measure up to Chuck Norris just kicking them in the stomach. So as that goes down, they go to this guy. He's going to be the new Secretary of State. He was the guy behind the whole setup. The plot line really didn't make too much sense. It wanted to get some kind of political message in here about Vietnam being a bad police action. But it just feels stale and maybe even forced. They'll just have big spurts of lines about this. Hell, it takes like nearly 10 minutes for Chuck Norris to even get into the movie because of this stuff. So Chuck Norris, I guess, trades places with the guy's chauffeur. And then he's driving the guy and drives him into the water. I guess he got hit in the back of the head too. And maybe that forced him into the water more so. Because he said, hey, we were just going to talk about this, and you're going to pull out of your position, you're going to resign the day of him getting sworn in. But it didn't go down that way. It drives into the water. I'm assuming the dude dies. Chuck Norris gets away. Him and his buddy are like, hey, we had a tough day, whatever. And I guess the remaining guy in the Black Tigers, maybe they made some calls, got him out of this mental hospital, and he might be Secretary of State. What? Because they were kind of framing him in a way, and now it's like we reversed it. It's a pretty forgettable Chuck Norris movie. You know, I give Good Guys Wear Black 1.5 out of 4 stars.